Welcome to Shon's Story. Reading, singing, laughing, learning, growing. Shon Stories. Check it out.
Hey friends, today's story is called Baby's First Bank Heist by Jim Wally. Baby Frank loved animals, and yet he could not get his mom and dad to understand how much he'd like a pet. It didn't matter what it was, a dog, a cat, or rabbit. If Frank saw fur while out on walks, he'd lunge and try to grab it. And though each night at Storytime, young Frank would always choose books involving birds and beasts from ducks to kangaroos, his parents would not change their minds. His mom said, "You're not ready. And they cost too much," said Dad. "Be happy with your teddy." Frank tried to think of all the ways a pet could be obtained. He was sure that he could steal one, but the problem still remained of how he was supposed to find the money he would need to buy his newfound furry friend its bedding, bowl, and feed. Out shopping with his mom one day, the answer came to Frank. There really is no other choice. I'll have to rob a bank. With Mom stuck waiting in a line, he knew the time was right. So Frank put on a bandit mask and disappeared from sight. Past every camera, gate, and guard, the baby crawled unseen. There were no bars or laser beams he couldn't fit between. Quick as a flash, he found the vault and scooped up all the loot. He swiftly stuffed the bills and coins inside his onesie suit. Then back to Mom he scampered and sat down without a fuss. Nobody tried to stop him as he went home on the bus. Late that night, Frank crept downstairs and turned on the computer. He started searching animals to check which ones were cuter. He knew he wanted something small, but not a boring mouse, and so it was that Frank received a meerkat at his house. He snuck his pet up to his room and kept it out of sight and practiced looking after her to show he'd do it right. The meerkat was a great success and little Frank adored it, but pretty soon he wanted more. Why not? He could afford it. First a dog and then a pig, 2 aardvarks and a cat were smuggled up into his room. He should have stopped at that. There were leopards in his cupboards and a beaver in the bath, and Frank was really struggling to hide his new giraffe. It all went wrong one afternoon when Mom called out and said, "Don't be alarmed, but I just found a rhino in our shed." It took her some detective work to find out Frank's deceit. Stacks of bills, a bandit mask, and piles of named receipts. Mom showed her clues to Dad and said it was her firm belief our baby wanted pets so much he's turned into a thief. Once Frank could see how sad they were, he quickly understood that stealing things was very wrong. From now on, he'd be good. Frank's parents took him to the bank and told them of his theft. The bank asked for their money, but there wasn't any left. The family went home to their pets and wondered what to do, until at last Dad had a thought. Let's open up a zoo. By selling tickets at the door, they soon began to save. Frank tried his best to lend a hand and show he could behave. He served his time without a doubt, and though still on all fours, it didn't stop him cleaning up and even leading tours. At night, he lie down with his pets and gaze up at the stars. Baby Frank had got his way. He was happy behind bars.
Hey, do you want to watch another video? Click right here. Click it, click it. Watch the next video too. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.